The countdown to the playoffs is on, but for now, we're still in regular season mode. So, with all teams still playing, it also means we got another week packed full of action worth another look. From polite linesman
Offside! Thank you!
to a not-so-polite Trevor Zegras, fantastic cellies, bone-crushing hits, a goal going off of the butt of a referee and in, a goal that could have been, and a good old-fashioned tug-of-war. So, with plenty to cover, let's get into it. I'll start over in Philly, where we saw the Flyers bringing over Ivan Fedotov from Russia, and this dude is huge. I've seen 6'8", 6'7", either way, supposedly the tallest goalie in NHL history, and I mean, yeah, seeing as how tiny that net looks, I'd say that sounds about right. And while he hasn't started in an NHL game yet, we did get a look at some in-game footage. This guy could be a problem. Then let's head over to Minnesota. And you remember a few weeks back when they pulled Fleury in overtime and ended up actually winning that game? Well, this week it was double or nothing as they pulled the goalie in OT again, but this time it didn't exactly work out the way they had hoped, as the Wild, despite pushing it to overtime, this time got 0 points out of it. And this week we also saw Austin Matthews scoring his 60th goal of the season, an impressive feat, no doubt. This is an away game, by the way, but I don't know. I just feel like he could try a little harder.
I saw Austin Matthews' mullet, and it's not sweaty.
What does that mean?
It means he's not trying hard enough.
What a legend. But then let's hit some quick ones. We got Owen Allard, who would score to take the lead, and then going into the celly line, broke into the moonwalk. Beautiful stuff. Then in the ECHL, Jets prospect Oskari Salminen recorded a goalie goal. A fantastic celly from him, and these are just always fun to watch as he hits the goal line. Great stuff. Then we got Gavrikov making a trade, gives a puck in exchange for a giant Toblerone. And I don't know who won that one.
He's lucky he didn't bring it to this end of the bench, or else I might have grabbed it.
And if I gave you a choice, chocolate or a potato, which one are you going with? As a farm boy myself, I love this. Then Buchnevich with an OT penalty shot, and Logan Thompson flashes the leather with a wild save. I don't know. I think this one needs some sound. This week, we also got Ovi laying a bone-crushing hit on McCabe. We had Dylan hitting Perry into the bench, and then there was Rempe lining up Ginning, who wanted no part of it. Sidesteps out of the way, which was similar to Marchand, who avoided not one, but 2 hits as the Rat slithers his way out. And in Florida, it's Tarasenko to the front and Pajot with a beautiful redirect. Just a shame it was into his own net. Speaking of strange goals, though, check this out. Cutter Gauthier dumps it in, and suddenly the puck is in the back of the net. It goes off of the ref's ass with Pietola out of his net, and they get scored on right into the Michigan net as Blake Pietola not impressed. Now, the rule here, which the ref should know, he called it a goal on the ice, but if it deflects off of the ref, this is not a good goal. And yeah, they did get it right in the end. But with that, in Boston, it was Montgomery working the boys hard. And what made me chuckle here was the goalies coming into frame long after everyone else. I don't know why, it's funny to me. Now, he was working them in preparation for their game against the Panthers.
If you want your toast buttered, give it to Swaggy in the third period.
Which, what a call there. But the game went about as you'd expect. Tkachuk with the low-key dirty backing into a guy with his skate first. I don't know. Pretty clear these teams do not like each other. But it's the kind of game the Panthers seem to always play. As with Detroit, it was Ekblad and Perron. Perron going to the bench, trying to take Ekblad's stick with him, as Ekblad distracted with Raymond until he realizes and is like, is anyone seeing this? Seriously, give me my stick. Give it. As the two played a little tug of war. And then check this out. I would love to see this in the Nationals someday. While the refs were sorting out the penalties, these two goalies decided to keep themselves entertained. But going from the hate over to the love, we had Zibanejad with a little love for Kreider. This after Kreider, finding the rebound, would score what was his 300th goal. Well, until they challenged it for goalie interference. And yeah, it was not a goal. As Kreider, well, no use for that puck then, tosses it back onto the ice. But no worries, as it didn't take long before he did score his 300th for real this time, and looks at the ref. Does that one count? Another moment from that game was after Lafreniere recorded the Hattie, as, whoa, where'd that come from? It's Igor tossing his hat, getting in on the action. Some more quick ones then. We had Draisaitl let down by his stick as he inspects it. He's not upset, just disappointed. And speaking of players' sticks, we had Grubauer handing one to Decord as if he's never seen one before. How does this thing even work? And sticking to the sticks, after Hathaway would run into Shesterkin, he was not impressed, smacks Hathaway's stick right into the hands of the ref. Quick reflexes. And then the last of the sticks, after Zegras would get called for the nasty cross-check, he was clearly still upset about it in the box as he took it out on the penalty box camera. Which reminds me, hey Connor, say cheese. And hockey guys really are the most polite, as take a listen to the linesman here.
Offside! Thank you!
In Seattle, it's Robertson with the open net, but Bjorkstrand sliding into your girl's DMs to keep it out.
Got him!
And in the same game, it was Dumoulin taking out his own netminder as Decord somehow still able to find the puck to avoid the danger. Over in Winnipeg, as Ridley Gregg would score, he gets a tap on the head, but he definitely thought that tap was from a Jets player as he gets up, not happy about it. Oh, never mind, that's my captain. And then we got Capitals captain, Ovi in the shootout, which I think he was 0 for 7 on the year, and again, no dice here, but check out his wife's reaction in the stands. Not exactly impressed. And finally, in what was a bit of a blowout in Detroit, we got some great stuff from the legendary Mickey Redmond.
Mickey puts his sunscreen on tomorrow.
No, you can't put that. You can't use that sunscreen. Bad for you.
Is it?
Bad for you. Cause you all kinds of trouble.
So you just want to burn?
Huh? No, you just got to stay out of the sun and stay at the bar.
Okay. All right.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, young fella. He's almost ready to cry. Oh, jeepers creepers. There'll be better days, buddy. There you go. A little tap.
But with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I'll leave you with this fantastic clip of Swayman glitching out. I'll see you in the next one.